The real reason you're struggling to get sober isn't lack of discipline. It's actually a byproduct of your own success. After years managing multi-million dollar project as an engineering manager, I realized that the same logic I used to win at work often became the very thing that trapped me in a cycle of drinking. You likely master a lot of skills and the skill to lead others, but you're likely missing three critical skills to lead yourself. Today, I'm revealing the hidden cost of managing your drinking and how to replace it with a framework for emotional, cognitive, and lifestyle mastery. Years ago, I was helping a client who was one of the largest lumber producers in the world. I was in charge of the engineering team that had designed the equipment, and we were facing a catastrophic equipment failure. One of the burner systems had gone down, and every hour of downtime was costing thousands. I spent the week in the trenches trying to figure stuff out, using every bit of my training and imagination to piece together the failure mechanism. I was managing the mechanical problems, but also the deadlines and the expectations of the client, and also my stressed out team. On the outside, I was the expert. I was the problem solver. But the moment I got back to my hotel room and the calm hit, I had absolutely no tools to fix the burner inside my own head. I was redlining with anxiety, mental fatigue, and the only solution I had in my toolkit to manage the pressure was drinking. We live in an era of unprecedented demands in our bodies, our minds, and our emotions. Yet emotional mastery is rarely taught, and most of us default to suppression, pushing difficult feelings aside or pretending they simply aren't there. This, however, comes at a serious cost. Emotions are not optional. Deny them long enough, and they will assert themselves one way or another. The paradox for high performers like us is that we're trained to suppress our emotions to get the job done. We view feelings as noise or a distraction. But here's the reality: emotional mastery isn't about suppressing stress or anxiety, it's about acknowledging the internal pressure before the system fails. We've been using alcohol as a chemical pressure relief valve because we haven't learned how to actually experience a difficult emotion without being crushed by it. But here's the danger: once you learn to acknowledge the pressure, you still have to contend with that inner voice. The more intelligent you are, the better your brain is at lying to you. We call this the high performance paradox. The very intellect, your smartness that you rely to solve complex problems all day long, when turned inwards towards you, can become the most sophisticated weapon ever used against you. The case in point: a few years ago in my real estate business, I made a costly mistake. I bypassed a required construction permit on a rehab project, and the city inspector caught it and shut the work down. The fall was a year-long battle with the permit official who seemed personally determined to make an example out of me. On paper, I was competent, real estate investor with a track solid record, but inside, my mind went straight to catastrophizing, as it has done most of my life since I remember. When things get tough, the internal narrative was relentless. I won't be able to fix this. I ruined everything. I'm going to fail and lose it all. Every small win I dismissed as just doing the bare minimum. Every setback became just a confirmation of my incompetence. For 12 months, I struggled to get this project moving. I lived in a self-induced state of doom. And because something deep inside me had accepted the lie that I was hopeless and incompetent, and despite everything I had built and overcome throughout my life, the resulting anxiety was so relentless, so exhausting, that Drinking became the only way to give rest to the prosecutor's voice in my head. This is what lack of cognitive mastery looks like in practice. It's what happens when your brain runs corrupted code, distorted thinking patterns that cause even a manageable problem to feel like a terminal diagnosis. You aren't drinking because you're weak. You're drinking because you're exhausted from fighting a war against a version of reality that your own mind constructed and will not let go of. Now, that distinction matters because you cannot fix what you misidentify. Now, here's what it makes this even more complex. Even when you do the work, even when you debug your thinking and begin to master your emotions, there is the third trap waiting for you. I have watched men get their mind and their heart right, only to relapse because they were trying to stay sober inside a lifestyle that was structurally designed to make them drink. They had the right ideas, the right software, but they were running it on a broken hardware, if you will. And that brings us to the final and perhaps most underestimated pillar, the lifestyle mastery. 7 years ago, I came to the hard realization I had built what I call a comfortable professional trap. From the outside, I had all the markers of success, a good job, stable income, the appearance of somebody who had figured out. But on the inside, I was suffocating. My personal ambitions were completely misaligned with the direction of my career. I was neglecting my health. My weight was climbing and I didn't have a good exercise routine. I could feel the clock ticking on everything I actually wanted to build in my life, a business of my own, real wealth for me and my family. And I had simply drifted into a life that I had not chosen. The gap between who I was and who I knew I was capable of becoming created a constant low grade anxiety. And alcohol wasn't just a habit at that point, it was the mechanism I used to manage this misalignment of my own life. At the moment I saw clearly, I understood something that changed everything. To be truly free, I couldn't just stop drinking. I had to re engineer the entire system I was living in. That is lifestyle mastery. It is the deliberately ongoing process of tending to every dimension of your humanity, your physical health, your relationships, and the work you put into the world. Over the past 7 years, I have rebuilt my life in intentional phases. I didn't just simply quit drinking, I replaced it. I built a physical practice. I channeled that reclaimed energy into high stakes real estate investment. I launched service businesses. I recalibrated my marriage into a genuine partnership. I adopted a nutritional protocol that finally brought me to my optimal weight and kept me there. Here's what I know to be true. When your body is strong, your relationships are honest, and your work is aligned with your deeper purpose, the perceived need for chemical escape quietly disappears. You no longer need to escape a reality that you are proud of having built. Everything I have covered today, the emotional mastery, the cognitive mastery, and the lifestyle mastery, represents the precise difference between white knuckling your way through another month of drinking and actually being free. But as an investor, a manager, a professional, you already know this. A strategy without proper diagnostic is worthless. So you cannot fix the system if you don't know exactly where it is leaking. You don't know where the problem is. That is why I developed the Sober Now 7-day life audit and reset. This is not just another how to stop drinking guide. This is a 7-day high performance blueprint engineered specifically for men like us. We begin with a comprehensive life audit designed to surface the specific logic errors, emotional readiness, and lifestyle misalignments that are unique to your situation. Because the leaks in your system are not the same as anybody else, and just generic solutions will continue to produce generic results. From there, we move into the 7-day reset, which is a structured sequence to stabilize the foundations and install the first set of behavioral routines that make the evening craving not just manageable, but irrelevant. If you're ready to stop managing the hidden costs and start designing the outcome, click in the description and download the blueprint. It is time to stop fighting your old life and start building the new one you were always meant to lead. This is Alex Rivera. Let's get to work.